We've talked before about like mentorship and like how you early in your career, like you looked up to this generation before you and really got a chance to spend time with this generation, and that meant so much to you.
God, yeah.
So I'm just curious, like what, I don't know if you have a go-to in kind of like when people are coming to you for general advice or specific advice, because like I read something where like Timmy, who worked with you briefly on that commercial, like talked about like even in that time, you gave him some very useful tips, he said.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, wow.
But generally, what do you say to an actor of a younger generation that's looking for a little bit of guidance?
Well, I mean, it's such a different world because of, I didn't grow up with the internet or social media or any of that. I'm really proud of the kids because I think I watched them each figure out how to take breaks from that.
Right.
I remember like Caleb just turned off his and he was like, God, it's great. Because I think there is a real like addiction to your phone and, whatever. And, but I think if I'm really honest, I have this, I don't know if I've ever told you this. I worked with this really great actor, Trey Wilson, on Great Balls of Fire. He played Sam Phillips, and I just loved this guy. And he unfortunately passed away during the film. He was only 39. But we used to watch the dailies like on like the 14th floor of the Radisson in Memphis, like in a room. And I remember like the last time I saw him, we had watched the dailies and it was like a particularly fun scene. And he walked me back to my room and we were walking down the stairs of a hotel. And he sort of stopped me and he's like, you're having such a good time. When it doesn't feel like that anymore, you have to
take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that really, I really just heard that in that moment, and that really stayed with me. And I thought that was a really important piece of advice. And I've tried with the kids on this. I've tried to I want them to know that they made this show what it is. Everyone, we all know how grateful we all are for this opportunity to be part of the show. And that narrative has been like, we all know that. And, but I've been like, no, you are what everyone fell in love with. The charm, the authenticity, your talent, people fell in love with these kids. I shouldn't say fell in love. I don't want to sound, but they absolutely connected with these kids because these kids are that special and unique and authentic, and that sort of effortless charm, and I really tried to drill that into them because I think it's so important when you are part of something that's so huge and that, people spend a lot of money to make it, that those kids are really, really special. Netflix is so lucky to have them, and they are what made this show what it is.